off to Jonathan Taylor. Huge hole. He's at the 30. He's going to go. 10, 5, touchdown. Jonathan Taylor made a man miss the line of scrimmage and then runs it into Pater. A one-handed INT. Are you kidding me? Kenny Moore.
What a play by Nyheim Hines.
Horseshoe is back, baby. The horseshoe is back.
What's going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another Bring the Juice Colts podcast live stream. Guys, it is schedule release day today, and we have a special guest with me. I hope he's still here. I see he's kind of still muted, and his screen froze. We'll see if we can add him and remove him back. He'll probably have to come back into the stream. Matt's going to be joining us today, but guys, it is schedule release day today. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content today. And guys, the NFL schedule for the Colts has come out already. We will have it ready. But let me just see if I can get Matt back in here before we get going again. Hold on a second. Okay, we're good. Just need to make sure that, yeah, he'll probably come back into it. I think his internet just died for a second, but what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How's everybody feeling today? Oh, man, guys, I'll tell you what. Thank you to the 86 people who are in here right now to witness this. Make sure to hit that like button, guys, if you can. It sends it out to more and more people. So make sure to hit that like button on the stream. Be sure to chat in the group with everybody, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We just hit 11,400 subs on the YouTube channel. So thank you again so much. From Dallas, hi, Alicia. When do we play the Cowboys? Well, the Colts will play the Cowboys week 13, and it's going to be a Sunday night football game. So guys, let me go ahead and share my screen here with y'all. We'll go ahead and share this. Yeah, Matt said his internet went down for a second, so we'll do that in a minute. But guys, here's the schedule release for you guys. We don't have official dates or times right now for some of these. But I think I could tell you in a fraction of a second, but nevertheless, thank you everybody for tuning in. To almost 100 of you. Make sure to hit that like button, guys. And this is the Colts full schedule for this upcoming season. Week 1, the Colts will be traveling to Houston to NRG Stadium, the Colts' second home, really, and face Houston for their opener. And then week 2, the Colts will be traveling to Jacksonville. So the Colts will face 2 AFC South divisional opponents in the first 2 weeks of the season, guys. And also, I don't know whether to believe this or not. I'm gonna have to wait until I get confirmation on this. But I'm getting reports that T.Y. Hilton's not coming back. That's just me. But nevertheless, here we go. We also now have Kansas City week 3. That will be the Colts season opener at Lucas Oil. So a very interesting season opener there. Very, very cool. And then it's going to be Tennessee right after that. So the Colts in 3 of their first 4 games will be facing AFC South opponents. So very interesting lineup there. The Colts then will have to travel to Denver for a Thursday night football game. So it'll be the Colts' first primetime game. And then we're finally getting Matt back here. Matt, how you doing?
So, internet's out. I'm on my hotspot, so I don't know how it will last. I went live. I noticed the lights in my background kind of went off and on real quick.
Yeah, I noticed it too. I just figured it was like lighting or something.
No, it went out. I don't know how long or how much hotspot I have because I don't use my hotspot ever. So, yeah, my connection gets screwy. That's why.
All right. Well, we'll see. I'm just breaking down the schedule a little bit as we're going along here. And so week 6, guys, again, we'll face Jacksonville once again. So we're going to get Jacksonville out of the way very early in the season, and then we'll go to Tennessee. So the Colts will be facing Jacksonville and Tennessee both times within the first 7 weeks of the season. So they're getting it out of the way very quickly. The Colts will then go to back home to face the Washington Commanders, led by Carson Wentz, former Colts quarterback. That will be a very interesting one. Then the Colts have a little bit of a road journey. They will face New England week 9 and then go to Vegas to face the Raiders week 10. And then week 11, we will be facing Philadelphia at home and then have Pitt as a Monday night football game. And then we will be traveling to Dallas week 13 for a Sunday night football matchup. So back-to-back primetime games for the Colts there. So that is 3 of the 4. And then week 14, get a bye. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you for the 125 of you in here right now. Be sure to hit that like button, guys. Thank you very much. And then, like I said, week 14 is a bye. And then the last 4 stretch of games, you go to Minnesota. Guaranteed win because, the Colts always win after the bye week. It's just a thing that happens with Frank Reich. And then you face the Chargers week 16. That'll be a Monday night football game. That'll be a really fun one to watch. 2 of the best running backs in the league, Austin Eckler and Jonathan Taylor, going at it. 2 really good defenses there. And then the Colts finish it out with a small road trip to New York to face the New York Football Giants, and then facing Houston at home to finish out the schedule. Matt, first impressions of the schedule.
Very winnable schedule. Schedule's not the most difficult. And I mean, we kind of knew that going into the season when all the opponents got announced. I think we're going to finally break the curses, this year. I think we're going to finally do it. Obviously not winning a season opener, going to finally do it. And then at Jacksonville, I think we should be able to get the job done. Yeah, I mean, there's some tough teams there like Kansas City, Denver, Chargers, Raiders. There's a few challenging teams, but I mean, we should win double-digit, games this year for sure.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the first impressions of this, Jim Irsay said it yesterday. They expect the Colts to have more than one primetime game. And not only do they have more than one, they have 4 primetime games, only one of them being a Thursday night football game. And 2 of the 4 are going to be at home for the Colts. That's something we rarely see. We don't ever see that much anymore of home primetime games for Indianapolis. And it seems like, the fans really want to see a lot more of Indianapolis this year on primetime games. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because, you get Matt Ryan coming in, put him in a much better situation. You get Stephon Gilmore coming in there, Yannick Ngakoue, obviously Jonathan Taylor. That's going to be a big reason why the Colts are going to get as many primetime games they have is because Jonathan Taylor and just how good he is as a running back. So, yeah, I think a lot of people are curious about this team. And I think a lot of people are excited to see what this Colts team can do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's going to be great to see, the Colts get a lot more recognition, because a lot of times we don't get a lot more of those, those big primetime games. Hey, Zach Bunch with the $1.50 super sticker. Thank you, Zach. Great loyal member of the channel. Great guy. Thank you very much, Zach. We don't see a lot of primetime games with Indianapolis much anymore. Be lucky if you ever get 3 of them. And most of the time you don't ever see them at home either, which is weird. Cause it's always a great atmosphere inside Lucas Oil when you have a primetime game like this. I love my one that I love, especially because it's one that I might go to is the Dallas one, depending on where I'm living. Which one of the primetime games are you looking forward to watching the most?
Probably the Chargers, day after Christmas. You very well could be in a position where the Chargers and Colts are battling for, one of the top 3 seeds, or at least one of the top 2 seeds. So I think that game, there's gonna be a lot going into it, and I think it's gonna be a very important game. So that's definitely one I'm looking forward to the most. And then obviously, going to Jerry's World, prime time, that's always fun.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think I'll have to agree with you there because, I'm looking at all these. I mean, the one going to Denver on a Thursday night football game, that one's a very underwhelming one. I mean, Denver having the short week, them being at home, it's always a favorable environment for them.
Mhm.
And then, Peyton Nugel with the $2 super chat. We should win 11 or 12 games this season. Hey, Peyton, we're going to talk about that here shortly, but thank you for the $2 super chat. So yeah, a very unwinnable thing there. And then, when you look at Pittsburgh, I mean, again, Pittsburgh's always had our number. I don't know if I'd want to be the one to go and watch that game because, well, here's the thing. If I'm still living in Ohio at that time, I probably will end up going to that because the guy I'm thinking of living with, I told you this before, he's a Pittsburgh fan. So he's definitely going to want to go. And I'd have 2 tickets. So I think I'd probably be able to take him. So, it'll be very interesting to see what they have going on there. Dallas, I think we can win in Dallas. I don't think Dallas is as complete of a team as the Colts are, especially defensively. They struggle a little bit. And I think I might have lost Matt again. Yep, I think I lost him again. Yeah, there he is. There he is. He's back. All right, there we go. Can you hear me, Matt? Matt.
There we go. Yeah, my internet's back on, so I just swapped it.
Okay, good. Okay, good. All right, sounds good. I was like, I've lost you for about 5 seconds there.
No, we're
Porter
good.
with the $2 super chat. 12-5. Let's go Colts touchdown.
Nice.
INDY. Hey, thank you for the $2 super chat, Ben. We'll talk about that here shortly. But yeah, I think Dallas is a favorable one. I really think they're a better team. And yeah, the Chargers one will be interesting. It depends on how many injuries there are towards the end of that game, at the end of the season. There's going to be, both of these teams look amazing on paper, but we all know as the season goes on, there's going to be some injuries, some key pieces may be gone. We'll just have to see what happens. I mean, the good thing is this is in Indy. So if it was in LA, I probably would have said that I'm going to chalk this up as a loss, but we'll see what happens. But Nathan Wright with a $10 super chat. What up, Derek? Still an active listener, just been very busy with work. You guys do an awesome job keeping up fresh content. Hey, Nathan, thank you so very much for those kind words. I greatly appreciate it, sir. Hot take, Woods will have 6 or more touchdowns this season. I've heard that number a lot recently. I don't know why, Matt, that number keeps getting brought up. I think it's lower. What do you think?
Oh, I think it can be 6 for sure, but I'd probably go more 4 or 5. I guess it would just depend how they use them. Are they going to use them a lot in the red zone at the start of the year? Or are they going to try to, get them in slowly and have them kind of marinate in the NFL system and whatnot? So I think it comes down to how much he plays right away. If he plays a lot, then yeah, I think it's definitely 6. But if it's, him slowly getting involved, then I think it's probably less.
Yeah, I think it's going to end up being less, to be honest. I just don't know if he's going to be that much of a impact in the red zone at first. Right. That's what I think. But Peyton Nugel again with another $2 super chat. Nathan Wright, thank you for the $10 super chat again, by the way. Thank you so very much. That's very grateful of you. We have one more away game than we do home. Yeah, that was kind of how it worked towards because of last season. We had one extra home game last season, so we're going to end up having an extra away game this year. So just how it works. It's just next year, and then the next season we're going to have one more home and one less away. So it's how it works. But hey, thank you so very much for the donations, guys. Thank you very much. But yeah, so getting back to it, it's great to see the Colts having some recognition there. thank you again to the 170 of you in here right now. If you guys can all do me a quick favor, be sure to hit that like button on the stream. Gets this stream out to more Colts fans and more fans around the country and the world. Thank you guys so very much. Be sure to chat in the comments section if you guys can for me. And again, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We really appreciate your support. Helps grow the channel for more Colts content daily. Thank you guys again so much. Joining me is Matt from Inside the Horseshoe Podcast. If you've been here at all over the last 2 years, you would know who this guy is at this point. If you don't, I don't know what you're doing. But anyway, let's kind of break this schedule down a little more here, Matt. So first game at Houston. So, a lot of people were thinking, is it going to be Jacksonville? Because that was the big thing, right? Everybody was talking about, will the Colts have the chance to break that curse, right? And the one thing that we've been talking about was, can they break two curses with one stone? It's it's beating Jacksonville in week 1, where under Frank Reich, I don't think Frank Reich has won a season opener game yet.
No.
Is that the truth?
He has not.
He has not won a game, a week 1 game since being the head coach of Indianapolis. And then on top of it, let alone we haven't beaten Jacksonville since what was 2013, 2014. Can't remember the exact year. But it's been a long time for either one. Yeah. So we were kind of thinking, we won't get a chance to beat Jacksonville week 1, but you think the Colts break their, have Frank Reich break his curse of not winning week 1 games?
He better, you got to. Look, I mean, these are NFL teams that we're going up against. These are all the best players in the world, but you got to beat Houston. You just have to. You can't lose to the Texans. So I think he does. I mean, it's, Lovie Smith coaching them first time as head coach. It's been a while since he's been a head coach in the NFL. So it might take him a little bit to, kind of get back in the groove of things. So, yeah, you got to. I mean, eventually they're going to win a home opener, or not home opener, and season opener. So you got to do it here.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, right? I mean, this is one of the more winnable season openers that I've seen for the Colts in a while. I mean, you can look back to 2020 as being what should have been a very favorable one. But, I think this one is just about right there with it. I mean, Houston has gotten a lot of good young pieces with their defense. What they're trying to do with their defense right now, they're really getting into it a lot, but they are still such a offensively deprived team right now. This Colts defense should have no problem keeping them to under 20 points, no problem whatsoever. I mean, you got to understand, last season, the Texans only scored 3 points on the Colts last season. And the 2 games that they faced them only scored 3 points. So if that defense could do that now, I'm pretty positive that this defense, even with it only being week 1, can still find a way to turn the tables on this Texans offense.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Honestly, I don't know. Say Jonathan Taylor should be able to run on them. I'd say I'm not too worried, but it's an NFL team. You never know what's going to happen. But yeah, we should get the job done.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me 1 second. I gotta message somebody here real quick.
Ooh.
Hey, don't ooh me.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a lady friend or if it's a job.
You can do that if you want to.
All right. But now, I mean, it should be fun. Definitely be fun.
I mean, so are we chalking this one? Are we chalking this up as a win?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, I think we are. Or at least I am.
I think I'm going to agree with you there. It's definitely a very winnable game. I think you should win this game, and if you don't, then he is definitely he's definitely off of it.
Right. And then Jordan, he asked if we could see more Granson this year. I think so. I think we're going to see more of him. I mean, Frank Reich loves him, so I think we're going to see him more involved.
And DJ, these are pretty much confirmed at this point. Not all of them have been confirmed yet. Again, like the for the televised broadcasts, we know what's going on, but they're trying to say it's for them. But listen, like Stephon Gilmore's girl already reported these same exact 4 teams that we're already reporting. She already mentioned Houston. She already mentioned Jacksonville. She mentioned Kansas City was the home opener, and she got Tennessee right. So this is right. I mean, this is right. This is not a schedule release from 2-3 days ago from that stupid other NFL schedule leaks page that tricked everybody.
The best troll.
This is real stuff right here.
Yeah.
This is a real time here.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I respect the trolling. You know, I definitely respect it. You know, got everybody 10,000 followers, had some, pretty famous people following them. Then they're like, look, it's all fake. We completely lied to you. And they just went nuts. I respect it. But watch, we'll see if the video come out from the Colts, whatever they put out for the schedule. And it's going to be completely different outside of the first 4 games. It's like, oh, okay, well, we were wrong.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Right. Now, some of the times are, were reported.
My friend is so mad that the Browns don't have more than 3 primetime games and we have 4. He's so mad about it.
They don't know who the quarterback's going to be, until at least the halfway point.
Of course they know who it's going to be.
Well, we don't know at the halfway point. Is it going to be Deshaun?
We don't
when
know.
Is he going to play? And then is it going to be Jacoby for the first couple weeks? Is it going to be, Baker? Going to be
unless some new charges come out on Deshaun Watson, then we know he's going to be the starter.
Yeah, at some point. We just don't know when. Because he'll get suspended.
Yes,
for sure.
Okay.
Now
let's move on. Let's move on here. Okay, so Jacksonville. At Jacksonville. Okay. So is it time that Indianapolis finally beats the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville for the first time in almost 10 years?
Look, a streak has to end eventually. Jacksonville, since 2013 or whatever, has beaten us in Jacksonville every single year. And Matt Ryan is undefeated against Jacksonville. One of those things are going to change. I'm going to bet we beat Jacksonville this year. I think it will be a good game. I don't think it's going to be a complete blowout, but I think Jacksonville did enough to where, they're going to be competitive in a lot of games. So I think it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a fun game, but we'll beat Jacksonville and Jacksonville finally. Eventually, all things have to come to an end.
Look, here's the thing. I'm rooting for the Colts, of course. Of course I'm rooting for the Colts. And I will hope that they win. Here's my thing though.
Yeah.
If I was placing a bet on it, I am putting my money on Jacksonville. I said it at the end of the season. In the rage video that I put out.
Yeah.
I said that until the Colts actually win in Jacksonville, I will never pick them to win in Jacksonville ever again. I won't do it.
Right.
I won't do it until they actually win in Jacksonville, which could be this year. And I really hope they do. I will put $20, $30, $40 on Jacksonville just so that way I can make a couple $100 while I'm at it.
Look, I'll take you on that bet.
Okay.
I'll take you on it. I'll bet. I don't know. Name the price.
Zach Bunch with another super chat, $5. Great loyal member. What up, Zach? Thank you. Yannick is going to make Trevor cry. Hey, I certainly hope so.
Right.
I certainly hope so.
look, you can't hurt Trevor too much. He's got to star in the next Tall Girl movie that comes out on Netflix, so you can't hurt him too much. But yeah, no, I'll definitely put a bet down on that. I bet the Colts beat Jacksonville.
Okay. Hey, listen, I think they can. I think they can. And I think they will. I think they will. Just my thing is if I'm putting a bet on it, and if I'm doing my predictions, I'm going to say we lose. Because at the end of the day, I can at least say I was right if indeed we actually did somehow lose. But at the end of the day, I still want them to win. Like, I mean, I know that may make me sound like a terrible fan, whatever you want to say. I don't really care. But I mean, at the end of the day, the Colts haven't beat them in 9 years in that godforsaken place.
I get it.
So you know what I mean?
They're gonna win. Colts are finally gonna get it done. All things have to come to an end. And that
all things do have to come to an end, right? I mean, you'd hope that it finally does happen. Maybe 2 weeks in a row that Reich can end 2 bad curses for Indianapolis in the same season in the first 2 weeks.
Like, Colts go 2-0. There's gonna be a lot of people saying Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm not going to be one of those. I'm not going to be one of those.
I won't till like week.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it is nice to know that you have a really should go 2-0 to start this season.
Yeah,
you should go 2-0 to start. But let's move forward. The home opener for the Indianapolis Colts, and that is Kansas City. What are you thinking about this game?
Oh, it's gonna be tough. This will be a tough game for sure because, it's Patrick Mahomes. I know Kansas City did get a little worse, after getting rid of Tyreek Hill. That's definitely going to play a factor.
Nah, man, they got Sky Moore. They
got Sky Moore, the next Tyreek Hill.
Thank you to the 200 people in the stream, by the way. Be sure to like it, please.
Nice. You see, Kansas City, I think we're going to lose. Very close game. Going to come down to the wire. But I don't have us going 17-0. So I think we lose a game eventually. It's probably going to be Kansas City. I don't know. They could win. They definitely could win that game. I think we can beat Kansas City. But, I'm probably leaning towards Kansas City. But I don't know. Let's see what they look like, I guess, after the first week.
I mean, it's getting to the point where it's like, I mean, it is a lot of this is just really understanding what the roster looks like towards I mean, this is obviously early predictions for a reason. I will probably agree with you. The loss here for this one. Again, I think the Colts, with their game plan, the way they want to do it with, dominating you defensively and just being able to ground and pound and, have a quarterback that they can feel more confident in throwing the ball around the field. I mean, obviously, I don't think Kansas City's is good either way, both offensively and defensively, but nevertheless, they're still a Super Bowl contender. At the end of the day, I just think it'll be their home opener. I think the nerves of it is going to get to them just a little bit. I just think I think we'll lose this one. Like you said, I think it'll be a close one, but I think it's gonna end up in a loss too.
Yeah.
And then we go and we have Tennessee, another home game right after first matchup against Tennessee. So we're facing every AFC South opponent in the first 4 weeks of the season. I don't know why, Matt, but it just seems like they continue to keep doing this more and more every year. Like they're just making it to where we face all of our divisional opponents really early in the season for some weird reason.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I'm happy.
I think I maybe just watched too much college football. It's like it's stupid for college football kids to face conference opponents early in the season, but I guess it's just the NFL just doesn't care about that.
Right. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, definitely hit that like button. Take your mom's phone, hit the like button. If you're with grandma, snag it.
Twitter account or every YouTube account
yes,
and just do me a favor, hit the like button.
Yeah,
hit the like button. Get everybody in here.
Yes, every single phone that's in the house, make sure they have clicked the like button.
Exactly.
But no, I like that we're playing against our divisional opponents early. I'm glad we're getting those out of the way
I
quick.
think it's actually a good thing because, yeah, I mean, you don't have to worry as much about it later in the season. I
Yeah.
think it's kind of important to just know, hey, we gotta hit the grind early. I mean, and I think that's a good thing, especially for the Colts, because you gotta know you can't get off to one of these slow starts that we're notoriously known for having. If you want any shot at winning the division this year, these first 7 games, you gotta be on your A game. You gotta be. That will decide the division right there.
Right. Yeah. This should give us an idea of what the division looks like too, as far as quality of opponents go. But yeah, no, I think we beat Tennessee here. I think we're gonna get it done. It's been a little bit since we beat Tennessee in Lucas Oil, so I think we're gonna get that done. We're gonna break that streak as well. Because we didn't beat them in 2019, 20, or 21. I don't know if nice. I don't know if they beat them in 2017 or 2018, but
It was
in Indy.
2018 in that final flex game when
Okay.
when
Oh yeah,
Andrew
that's
Luck,
right.
when Andrew Luck was the final game to take us into the
I guess it's
playoffs.
true. I guess it's true because they never beat Andrew Luck. So yeah, since 2019 we've lost to them.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we win. We break that streak finally. Tennessee, I don't think is as good as they were last year.
Yeah, I don't think either.
So we should get the job done.
Yeah, I think we'll get it in this one. I think the Colts end up splitting with the
Yeah.
Tennessee Titans. I'll be completely honest. But I think that, yeah, I think it's going to be the Colts taking this one at home, especially since, they'll be facing Kansas City. That'll be their season opener or their home opener. I think they'll lose that one. And then I think they'll come out with a vengeance in the next game, and they're ready to prove everybody that wasn't a fluke. So I think they'll win that one. And then week 5, going to Denver on a short week, Thursday night football. I mean, man, this spells disaster for the Colts right here.
I don't think disaster. When I look at all these games, I think every single one we lose is going to be a competitive and close game. But it is a Thursday night game, short week. It's in Denver, which is, Mile High is not fun to play in.
No, it's not.
It just,
if you're not in great physical shape, you will feel the effects of Mile High City.
Yeah. It's just, it comes down to how fast does Russell Wilson and their coach get just used to Denver. The chemistry clicks, everything works out. It's going to come down to.
Well, they may be without their second best weapon. Who knows?
True.
Jerry Jeudy was arrested, just short earlier today. So we'll see how that goes.
Right. You say that's definitely true, but it comes down to how long does it take Russ to get, situated and to, get on a groove and whatnot. I think we lose this game. I think it's a close game, but I just think with it being a Thursday night game at Denver, I think this is the one that we lose.
Well, I mean, I always say that the short week Thursday night football game, it always favors the home team. Always. Because you don't have to deal with the mental fatigue of traveling across the country or even across the state and, dealing with all of that. That can be hectic in and of itself, and trying to repair on a short week like that is really difficult to do. And traveling, and what the Colts are going to have to do, traveling all the way across the country to go to this one and play in a tough environment in Mile High City. I mean, thank God it's early in the season and it's not late in the season where it's going to be colder than hell up there. So
that is a good thing.
That's the only good thing about it, is that it's going to be week 5 where it might be cool, but it won't be the most cold thing in the world for them up there.
Right.
Even though it's Mile High City, even in early October, it's still cold as hell up there.
Right. Say definitely.
Is the Broncos defense even good anymore?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. I mean, weren't they like a top 5 defense last season?
They were around there, and then they added a couple pieces too that improved their defense. So, yeah, I think they definitely they not only are they a good defense, but they got better.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're good. I mean, they got the quarterback they've been looking for a long time, and I mean,
Right.
this is a team that has guys in pretty much every position to make this team better. I mean, they
Yeah,
really do.
definitely.
All right, so are we scheduling that one as a loss, you and I?
Yeah, I'm gonna go loss. Close game, but
I'm gonna go the same
be a
here.
loss.
Well, and then the next one, Colts go back to Jacksonville, get those extra 3 days to prepare, and they're
Yeah.
facing Jacksonville at home. What do you say to this one?
I'm gonna go win. The
Yeah.
extra 3 days are just gonna help even more.
Yep.
You know, I think we win this game.
Yeah,
And it's in
I
Indy.
agree. I agree. I think we're gonna end up winning it because it just doesn't make much sense that we couldn't. I mean, the Colts have been beating Jacksonville in Indy for a long time as well. And even
Yes.
though those games have always been a lot closer than what I would like for them to be,
Yeah.
I still think the Colts end up winning it.
Yeah.
Coming back off of a loss by Denver. I think coming back to the homestand will do them some good. And then they don't stick around, face Tennessee again. And like I said, guys, I mean, 5 of our first 6 divisional games all coming in the first 7 weeks of the season. So, like I
Right.
said, it's Cato's like, Matt, you were so negative.
I said it was going to be a close game.
Guys, listen. We
Come down to the
are
wire.
not going to sit here and say that we're going to win every game. And we didn't say that
It's
we're
gonna be a close
going
game.
to lose. We're just saying, giving our
Yeah.
honest opinion. This is not Von Miller's defense 5 years ago. We're not saying it is.
That was historical
That was-
defense,
That was
though.
like an elite defense. That's one of the better defenses we have ever seen. Like
Yeah.
that defense took a trash Peyton Manning offense to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay. It's one of the few times in NFL history since like 2010 or even
Yeah.
the 2000s that a defense took a team to a championship and won it. Not the
Yeah.
offense, the defense.
Still a
Okay.
good D.
So we're not saying it is, but we're saying that
Yeah.
Denver still has a really good defense. They've
Yeah.
been really good over the last few seasons. They were really
Pass
good
rush
last
first.
year on defense. They just never had the offense to match it.
Right. Like, I think it's going to be a good game. I'm not saying we're going to get blown out. Matt
I
Ryan's
don't
going
think
to throw
there's
like
any
10
games here
interceptions.
where the
I'm not
Colts
saying that.
realistically get blown out because
No,
like
it's all going to be close.
the team is too good to get blown out by anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, you can always say, like, I mean,
We
if you
could win,
think anything, New England might end up getting worse than what they were last year.
Yeah.
I mean, what? New England had 10 wins last year, right?
Yes.
I mean, there's a possibility they don't win 9 games.
Right. Like,
They got worse. They got worse.
right. Like, look, we're not going 17-0. That's just not going to happen.
Yeah. That ain't happening. Okay, this isn't a New England. What was it? 2007 season where they just do all that crap.
AFC West is extremely difficult, So I think, Colts will probably lose at least 2 games in AFC West. So
make sure to hit the like button, guys, on this stream. 250 of you in here right now. Y'all are going crazy in the chat.
Right.
And then we go to week 8. They come back to Indy one more time. They will face the Carson Wentz led Washington Commanders. How do you see that game going down?
Did we talk about Tennessee?
Yeah, I think we did.
I think we talked Jacksonville.
We talked about Jags, right? And then we talked about and then we went straight to Denver. Never mind.
Yeah.
Week 7 going to Tennessee. How are we feeling about that one?
I got us winning it. I think we're gonna sweep Tennessee.
Okay. All
right. Tennessee got worse. I mean, who are they gonna throw to now? Robert Woods. It's like 30 years old, coming off a pretty significant injury. I'm not worried about Robert Woods.
Treylon Burks could be really freaking good.
Kenny Moore got him. Like Kenny
Moore's got look. Listen. He got utterly torched last season at the end of the season. I'm not saying he's going to let that happen again, but You know,
But
I mean,
everybody did.
To say Kenny Moore's gonna get him after the end of the season that he
They will.
had, I'm not
Look,
ready to say that I'm fully in on Kenny Moore. I love Kenny Moore, and I think he's going to be a good player. I just don't want to say, oh, I know he's going to return back to the same player when we just saw him, you know, him and the rest of that defense collapse at the end.
everybody collapsed. So
I know, and that's why I
good.
can't harp on him just solely because, you know, everybody collapsed at the end of the year. So
yeah, so he'll lock down Burks. Burks is a rookie, so he'll lock him down.
and here's the thing: I don't even diss Moore for getting cut up a little bit by Renfro.
Right. Yeah,
I think people disrespect Renfro a lot just because he doesn't have a lot of athletic ability.
Yeah,
but that dude's a really good slot receiver. I mean, he's really, really good.
Yeah, and I think it's take Burks a bit to, you know, get ready for the NFL, just speed and just how the NFL is and whatnot. So
all right.
I'm not
you have it going down as a win. I have it going down as a loss. Here. And then now we go to the Indianapolis Colts and Washington Commanders.
Yes.
What do you see going down in this game?
Carson Wentz throws for 585 yards, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. How is that for being negative? No. In all reality, Colts are going to win this game, I think. I mean, look, Carson's got McLaurin. McLaurin is obviously a really good receiver.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not going to have an easy time locking him up. So, you know, we got to go up against McLaurin. Schedule's apparently out. But I think Colts win.
Here, let me stop sharing this for a second.
There's R2 in the background. Just chilling.
I'm trying to see if the Colts had posted it or not.
See, I haven't had it pop up yet.
If not, I'm just gonna pull this.
But I will be going to the Washington game for sure.
James Amati with the $5 super chat. Thank you. 6-0 versus the AFC South, or at least 4-0 with Jacksonville and Houston is the key to the season. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
DJ.
Thank you, James.
DJ was kidding. He said, "Please don't ban him." Just kidding. Don't ban him.
I knew it.
So to kind of get back,
I gotta go back to this.
Now you gotta go
Thanks,
back.
DJ.
Oh, but to kind of go back to it, Washington. I think Colts win this game. I don't think.
I think it's going to be a really close one. I honestly think people will write this off because it's Carson Wentz is the quarterback.
Yeah, I think it's be a good game.
But Washington can run the football. They have some really good weapons.
Yeah.
And their defense, when healthy, is really, really good.
Yes.
So I think it ultimately just comes down to who forces more turnovers. And I think that the Colts will probably win that battle.
Yeah. I think some players are going to be extra motivated in this game, if I had to guess. But yeah, I can't see them losing this game. I think Colts win. It's going to be a good game. It's not going to be a blowout or anything like that because Washington has a lot of talent on that team. But yeah, I mean, Carson Wentz's strengths, his weaknesses, they'll take advantage of that. Frank Reich, I think, is someone who's going to really take advantage of just knowing as much as he does about Carson. So I got Colts winning this one. Good game. I don't think it's going to come down to the wire, but I don't see this being a blowout.
Give me 1 second.
All right. What are the chances that Matt Ryan wins MVP if we have the easiest schedule this season? I think it'd be tough because I do think the offense is going to revolve around Jonathan Taylor. But I mean, yeah, I think Matt Ryan is good enough still to where he can win MVP. He's got the offensive line. He's got, some good weapons. I don't believe you, DJ. You lost my trust.
Yeah, you lost my trust. I'm just gonna pull it up real quick just to see if it.
I haven't gotten the notification yet.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten a notification yet. I would get a notification if it was out.
Right.
I think this screen again.
Right. I think Jonathan Taylor has a good chance to win MVP this year. I think Matt Ryan is going to benefit him.
Yeah, I know, but I think that Jonathan Taylor's numbers are going to go down. I really do believe that. I saw a bunch of the Colts articles coming out today, and I truly believe that it's going to be a slowdown year for him.
Yeah.
Do I see 1,400 more yards? I could still see that.
Yeah, I think 14 to 15
still would be a thing, but I think it's important they kind of drop back from that a little bit and understand that they really do need to like make sure that they do more of a passing attack with Matt Ryan this year. They got away from it on purpose last year because they didn't trust him.
Right. And look, I think Jonathan Taylor is going to be used more than, in the run game. I think he's going to have more opportunities in the passing game. So that's why I think Jonathan Taylor definitely has a good chance to win the MVP award. Matt Ryan, he has the talent to do so. I just don't think they're going to throw it enough to where he'll win MVP. But I mean, I guess you never know. Maybe the Colts go like 15-2 and he has like 4,000 yards or whatever. Then I could see him maybe getting MVP. But that's like about one of the only few ways I could see him winning MVP.
Wow, that Chargers game is going to be on Christmas Eve.
I thought Christmas 26th or 25th is Christmas, obviously. I thought that Monday was the 26th.
It might not be. It might be the 24th.
Yeah.
Not sure. I'm not looking at the date.
Monday is December 26th.
Okay.
So, yeah,
well,
that would be
and whatever guy that just said that was wrong then.
Yeah, I just think he mixed up the days.
Must be.
But, yeah.
Still waiting for the schedule to come out. We got about 15 minutes until it officially comes out, even though I'm pretty positive this is the one right here.
Yeah,
and then, so we talked about Washington. You and I picking this one as a win, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I got Washington. I think they know enough about Carson Wentz to where they'll know how to take advantage of his weaknesses.
I totally agree. All right. And then we have a little bit of a stand away from home. We go on to face New England in New England for week 9 matchup. What do you see going on in this game?
Not going to be easy because it's never easy to play in Foxborough, but I do think we're going to get the win here. I don't think the Patriots did anything to get better, honestly. Mac Jones, I'm not sold on him yet.
Right.
There was just too many games last year where I saw, especially towards the end of the year, where he didn't play that great. I think our defense is definitely good enough to where they're going to be able to easily handle Mac Jones. But it's Bill Belichick, so I can't see it being a blowout. I think we win. It's be a closer game, but I can't see New England winning. I just think we got much better in key spots, and they didn't improve. If anything, they just kind of stayed idle instead of going up or down. So, I think we win this game for sure.
I think we win this one just because. Oh, and Mr. Bucks Nation with the $2 super chat. Thank you, sir. Love the show, boys. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I think New England. I think they got worse, based off of all the players they've lost, and they didn't have the same approach to, not only free agency but the draft as well. I mean, you could argue that the Patriots might have had the worst draft of any team in the NFL this season. You could potentially say that. I mean, they're definitely one of the worst, and they really didn't do a whole lot when it came to the free agency thing. Not like what they did in the offseason of 2021. nothing close to that. So I think that they're gonna struggle. They're going to struggle.
And then I know they got Parker, they got him in a trade, but he definitely is an upgrade for the receiving group. But
How much?
I think in other parts of that
But
team,
Parker's not. But like Parker's
they
not a
can get
number
better.
one guy.
No, he's a number
that would have
two.
been a much better trade if you already had a number one guy. You don't really have that bona fide number one guy.
Right. Which I would have took Parker. I think Parker would have been a good fit for us. He was one of the guys I definitely wanted, but I didn't look at him as like a number one receiver for us. I looked at him at best number two, which I would have been perfectly fine with. I think it would have been cool to have him and then have him alongside Alec Pierce, and then hopefully Paris Campbell can stay healthy and have those three with Michael Pittman. Be good.
Absolutely. All right. So you and I both going with the win there against New England. And then the Colts go on the road again and go to Vegas to face the Raiders. What you thinking?
I think we're gonna win this game.
Okay.
I feel like this is where we're gonna disagree, but no, I think we win. Yeah, I know they got Devontae Adams. Their defense improved, even though they did lose Yannick. They added Rock obviously in the trade with us. That improved their secondary. Offense obviously improved, so it's gonna be a good game. This is one I wish I could go to. I gotta see what day that is because I might go to that game because I might be going to the Notre Dame BYU game there, so I might go. But yeah, I think we win. It's gonna be a fun game, but I think Yannick's gonna get his revenge.
Okay. I'm going to go with a loss here.
Okay.
I think Vegas has made a lot of improvements on a lot of positions. I think they're going to be really, really good. I just think it's going to be at the end of a road trip. I just think the Colts are going to run out of gas there. And I think that they're just going to end up losing this one. I just think it's just going to be a casualty of the schedule. And then we go back home and we will face Philadelphia, facing Nick Sirianni and, a bunch of former Colts there. Actually, Zach Pascal just went there too. What do you think about this game? Think the Colts win this one?
Yeah, I think they do. Unfortunate news. Notre Dame plays before that week, so I won't be able to go to both. But anyway, I think Philly definitely got better for sure. I think Philly is definitely much better than what they were last year, and I didn't think they were all that great last year. I think we get the win though. It's gonna be a close game. We know AJ Brown. It's not easy to contain AJ Brown, and it's gonna come down to Jalen Hurts. Does Jalen Hurts take the step he needs to be a franchise quarterback, or does he kind of play like he did the last couple years? It's going to really come down to that. I think we get the win. It's not going to be as easy as what some people think, but I do think we're going to grab a win here.
This is one I'm 50-50 on.
I feel you.
I am 50-50 on this. That's why I'm not going to give a win or loss at this moment. We'll come back to that again.
Yeah.
But I'm 50-50 on this. I'll be completely honest. I really like what Philadelphia has done this offseason. I think they've become one of the better rosters on paper now of any team out there right now. I mean, I think the NFC East is theirs to take now.
Oh yeah.
And they're definitely better than definitely better than Dallas now. And they're still way better than the Giants. And with Washington, having Carson Wentz, there's no doubt that the Eagles are going to be better. So somebody's saying give them a tie. It'll be my tie. Screw it.
There you go.
All right, that'll be my tie. Okay. So next game, it's going to be Pittsburgh at home, and that is our next primetime game, a Monday Night Football game, which Cody already told me that he's taking those tickets. So
right there you go. That's gonna be tough. You know what? Screw it. I can't remember what I had earlier. I'll go win here. I think at this point, Kenny Pickett's going to be the starting quarterback. Even though I think Mitch is the better guy or better quarterback, I think they're going to transition to Kenny Pickett. And I am definitely more confident in the Colts against Kenny Pickett than Trubisky, who I think is better than what a lot of people give credit to. I think we win. It's gonna be tough. I can see it going either way, but I'll go win here.
I'm gonna go loss. I'm going
Okay.
loss for this one. I mean, it's just one of those things that I have said so many freaking times that every year Pittsburgh has our number. I mean, every single freaking year, we just can't seem to continue to win the games against them, no matter where we are, whether it's at home or in Pittsburgh. But I have this chalked up as a loss. I really do. I can't pick a win here. I just can't. And then the next one, go do another primetime game, this time at Dallas, Jerry World. What you thinking?
We're going to get that win. I have us beating Dallas. Dallas, good team, good offense, obviously. Defense is in question. Honestly, just put Michael Pittman on Diggs, and I think we're perfectly fine. Diggs will allow him to get 150 yards. So I got us winning. I think our defense is definitely good enough to stop Dallas's offense, and I think our offense is definitely good enough to beat their defense.
I love that everyone's now. I love everyone.
No, I don't,
Edward,
Muhammad.
Dude, if you keep talking about Patterson, NJ, Gremlins, bro, I swear to God, I'm going to time you out.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is, and you literally keep spamming it. Stop.
I
Seriously.
don't have us going 17-0.
And the fact that everyone's just like, oh my gosh, we're going to lose so many games now, Derek. Like, I literally have them losing to Vegas. I don't know if we're going to beat Philly, and I don't think we're going to beat Pitt. Y'all haven't even heard the rest of my freaking stuff yet, so chill. Yeah. But I agree that we're going to beat Dallas. I think that the Colts are a better team on paper, and I think they're a better coached team. I think they're a better, a more efficient team. I think that offensively, they may have a little bit more firepower in some ways that we may not, but defensively, our defense is going to be better. And I just think that's what's going to happen. So,
right. Definitely.
Even in Dallas, I don't even care. It's not, that doesn't bother me. And then the Colts get a bye. So you told me you did not like the fact that the bye was this late.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think it's a little too late. I would have bumped, like, I'm always that type of person that likes that week 10, week 11 spot. I think that's like the sweet spot, right in the middle. Your guys aren't as injured or as tired, and I mean, it's a long season. It takes a beating on you. So I like it to be, right in that middle, week 10, week 11 area. That's what I prefer. I mean, I like it more than like week 5 or 6. I definitely prefer the bye week later than, very early. I just
look, I think it's funny. I keep watching the chat and I see, I just see everybody saying that the Colts will win 13, 14 games easy. Like, I just don't get where that mentality comes from. Like, I thought it was egregious at times hearing you say 11, 12 wins, let alone these people are saying 13, 14 wins.
Look, I mean, you got the AFC South and then you got the NFC East. That's like 10 wins right there. So that's why I was like, okay, there's 10 wins there, and then you have the AFC West, and then you got a couple other teams. So that's why I had 11 to 14 before today.
And here's the thing. So we were talking about the bye. I mean, obviously, if you were going to have a late bye week or an early bye week, you would take the late bye week 100 times out of 100.
Yeah.
Much easier to take that. I mean, obviously, like you said, we would have preferred to have this bye week before week 12. Would have been nice to have it in between that week 9 to week 12 range. Would have been nice, but I mean, here's the thing, and I kind of like where the bye week is, because you and I talked about it right before the stream. I thought that I think that after that 5 stretch of games with New England, Vegas, Philly, Pitt, and Dallas, I feel that that is going to be a great refresher for the Indianapolis Colts being able to take the time to game plan for the final stretch of games, especially with the last few games of the season being a lot of games that you feel very confident in your ability to finish out. So, if the Colts can go into week 14 with 7 or 8 wins, like I feel very good going into the final 4 games with that win total. I really do.
Yeah. No, I agree somewhat. I just think, I don't know. I don't think we have as hard of a schedule as what a lot of people think. So that's why I always said 11 to 14. And I definitely stand by that.
Gotcha. All right. And then week 15, we are at Minnesota right after the bye week. Me personally, I think this is going to be a win because Frank Reich I don't think has lost a game after a bye week since being the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. He always has the team very well prepared for the team they're facing after the bye. Yeah. I think that this is just going to be another example of that.
Right, definitely. And the schedule is officially out.
It is officially out?
Yes, and it is this one. Although week 15, this Vikings game will either be the 17th or 18th.
Let's see here. Here we go. Okay, let's share this.
And the last game, too, will be 7th or 8th.
Where are you seeing that at?
Colts official, right there. See, because it has January 7th/8, and then Vikings December 17th/18th.
Okay.
So.
Oh, wow, that'd be cool if it's the 18th. That'll be my birthday.
Oh, nice. So there
Too bad
it is.
It's away.
Right.
Too bad it's away. Oh well.
Right. So
yep, we got it right so far. And then what are you thinking for the Vikings game?
We should win this game. Coming off of a bye week, we always do well there. Yeah, I mean 17th, 18th, of course, who knows what's going to happen there, but or when that's going to happen. I don't think it matters what day the game is. We should win, though. I'm hoping it's the 18th because I don't really want to watch Saturday games during the regular season. So
I like Saturday games.
I don't know. I like those Sunday games. But yeah, I think the Vikings win. Although it would be a benefit if the 17th was when the Vikings play, because that'd be another primetime game. Or at least I think it would be a primetime game.
Exactly. Yeah, it would be if it's the 17th.
So that's like the benefit. But yeah, I think we're going to beat Minnesota, though. I don't think it matters what day we play them. I just think we're the better team. Justin Jefferson is going to be tough for sure to stop.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, the Washington game at home is a 425 game.
Yes.
And the Raiders game is also a 405 game. So those games specifically could also be a chance for Colts to potentially see to see another game potentially.
Right. It's true. But yeah, I think we beat Minnesota. Their defense is not that great. Jefferson's obviously going to be tough, but I think we have the defense to stop him.
Scott, Derek, and Matt, if you got tickets, you can stay at my place for the Vikings game. I live an hour from Minneapolis.
Oh, nice.
Not bad. Not bad. I might take you up on that offer. I have been to Minneapolis. I have been to US Bank Stadium before. Beautiful stadium, by the way. Beautiful. Yeah. It is an amazing stadium. I was there for the Super Bowl between the Eagles and the Patriots. And I mean, Minneapolis did a fantastic job with hosting the Super Bowl that week.
Right.
Did a fantastic job. Even with the fact that it was so damn cold. They did a fantastic job with everything that they did.
Definitely. Yeah. It'll be a good game, I'm sure, but we'll win. So be fun to go to that stadium too.
Yeah, it's a great one, dude. It's nice on the inside. Their freaking Jumbotron on the north end of their stadium is freaking enormous.
Nice. So I've never been there. So
it's like I'm close friends with Cody too, so he
nice.
could come too. He went to school together in Huntington.
Oh, college? Cool.
No, I think that's oh yeah,
Or
must
just
be.
or high school. I don't know. Almost went there. Fun fact.
Huh. Cool.
But I didn't go.
All right, and then we move to the next one, and that is against the Chargers. That is going to be the Monday nighter. That will be the interesting one. What are you thinking here for the Chargers?
I would love to win that game. Day after Christmas. Be fun. I'm gonna say the Chargers will win that game. I think Chargers, very tough team. It's a primetime game at home. You would like to get those wins. I just think the Chargers are going to get the win. Close game, quite close, not a blowout. So it's going to be tough. But I'll go Chargers win on this one.
And you say, yeah, college at Huntington University,
Okay.
you said.
I almost
Thank you again to the 270 of you in here right now. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, guys.
Right. Almost went to film school there.
Thank you to everybody that's subscribing.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I agree that we will probably lose that game. Just because of the fact that, again, I really like Justin Herbert, and Herbert is a phenomenal quarterback. And I think that they're built just like the Colts too. I mean, they got a great running back. Is he better than Jonathan Taylor? No. Is he top 5 in the league at the moment? I definitely believe so. Yeah, when he's at his peak, he is top 5. Easy. Yeah. I mean, obviously Justin Herbert's the better quarterback, 100%. Justin Herbert's a top 5 quarterback in this league already at the age that he is. And again, I was one of those people that said that Justin Herbert was going to be really good in this league, and a lot of people gave me shit for it. So,
I wanted him.
Suck it. I knew it. I knew it from the get-go. But either way, they got better receivers than we do, which is unfortunate. They got Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. Yeah, those two are deadly.
Yeah.
Could argue we have the better. Could argue we have the better tight ends. Could. I mean, we're more athletic at that spot, but we'll see what happens. But their defense is rocking too, dude. I mean, them adding Khalil Mack on the other side of Joey Bosa,
JC,
and JC Jackson added back there with Derwin James.
It's gonna be
if
tough.
Derwin James stays healthy, that Chargers defense is top 5, no question.
Yeah,
they're top 5, no question. As long as their cornerstones remain healthy.
Right, it's gonna be a defensive game, I think, for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, both of these defenses are threatening to be top 5 defenses in the league.
Yeah, definitely.
So it'll be an interesting game. It will. I think it'll be a tough fought one, but I think the Chargers just in some areas just are, and some of the bigger areas I think are a little stronger than we are. Yeah. So I think I'll take that with that. But I will say this. Let's go to the January 1st game, New Year's Day. The Colts will be going on the road to face the New York Giants. What do you say for this one?
We should win this game.
Should.
Honestly, it's at 1:00, right?
Yeah, it's a oneer.
Yeah, by the time it's halftime, you might want to start watching those college football bowl games. Should be a blowout. Yeah, I got us beating the Giants.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Colts just in a lot of different areas. I don't really think there's one area that the Giants on paper right now are better than the Colts.
Right.
Obviously we have the better quarterback. We obviously have the better running back, the one that can actually stay healthy. And then we actually, believe it or not, the Colts actually, I think, have better receivers than the Giants, which is one of the few teams that we can actually say that. We clearly have a better offensive line at the moment. And our defense, even though I do agree that I think the Giants defense is getting better, I think it's weighed down just because of the fact that the Giants offense is so bad. But I think the Giants defense is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. They usually have a pretty good defense. And it definitely got better with Thibodeau being added. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think our offense is gonna have that much of an issue with you know, their defense. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll know where the Colts are gonna be, at in the playoff seeding by this point. And maybe we won't really play our starters as much. Maybe that 2 seed, 3 seed will be locked up. Oh, the Colts put out something else. Nice. Say Colts just put out a video too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
We'll watch it here in a second. Well, here let's just go ahead and look at it now. Might as well, right?
Yeah.
Let's just watch it. We'll watch it together.
Fans assume that I earn my nickname from my calm and cool demeanor under pressure.
And I'll see what it is.
But what they don't know is that I earned my nickname Matty Ice because I have an undeniable passion for ice sculpting. We got here. Eagles, Colts.
That's a good start, but we got 16 more. And don't forget to buy.
Said that not the quirkiest thing ever.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's
Freaking
great.
Colts, man. Love it. Love it. Love Matty Ice already doing his thing, man.
Right. Oh, that's great.
But last game, and that is between the Colts and the Texans. Final game. The Colts started their season with the Texans. They will end their season with the Texans on either the 7th or the 8th of January. What do you think here?
I'm gonna go win here. Now look, I can guarantee you that last game is gonna be on the 8th. It is not gonna be a Saturday night game or anything like that.
Yeah,
I'm actually kind of shocked that it's a potential Saturday game.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, they'll win this game. I think they'll sweep the Texans and sweep the AFC South. So I got them winning here.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, let's go back through it. Let's just go back and get an official recording here of who we think we're actually going to take. All right, so I'm going to get my pen out because I don't remember where I put this thing. There it is. Just going to go ahead and write it down. So just going to write this down. And yes, I am doing this with a pen, so I don't care. I have to practice my my writing skills anyway. We're all so used to typing on our phones nowadays. Handwriting is something that's like an art nowadays.
Right.
All right. So week 1 against Houston, at Houston. What do you got?
I got to win.
Okay, you got to win. You got to win there as well for me. All right, and then at Jacksonville, week 2. What do you got?
Finally a win.
Finally a win. The Colts finally break the curse.
Yes.
2 curses in the same season. Can you please see
Knocking
Matt
them out
Ryan
quick.
revealing the NFL schedule is funny. Yeah, we just watched that. If you want to go rewatch it, just rewind about 4 minutes and then you'll see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kansas City at home, Colts home opener. What you got?
I got a loss.
Okay. I will have a loss there too. And then the Colts stay at home and they face Tennessee for the first time.
I got to win.
Got to win. I'm going to take the win there too. I'm going to take a win there. And then going to Denver for the Thursday night football matchup.
I got a loss here.
I'm going to go with a loss too. I think a short week will favor the Denver Broncos. And then we go back home facing Jacksonville again.
Got to win there as well.
Okay. And I'm going to do the same. All right. And then that'll be nice for the Colts to be 4-2 for a change. Hopefully that's how it goes out. And then Tennessee, week 7, facing them on the road.
I got to win here.
Okay. I have a loss there.
Okay.
And then facing Washington at home.
I got to win.
Okay. I have a win there as well. And then the matchup against New England in Foxborough.
Win.
Win there. Okay. I will have a win there as well. And then we're going to Vegas.
I got to win.
Okay. You have a win there. I have a loss for that one. Now, it's ironic I'd say that because I've been saying it for the past few seasons that the Colts and the Raiders have become a new rivalry between each other. They've been playing each other every year for the past like 5 seasons. And every year it goes Colts, Raiders, Colts, Raiders, Colts, Raiders. It's been that way for a long time. I'm going against the trend here. I'm going against the trend.
Okay.
So.
I think we're going to win against one AFC West team at least. And I think the Raiders is that one that we're going to beat.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say we have the Chiefs. The Chiefs, we said we'd lose. Denver, we said we'd lose. I said they'd lose to the Raiders. And then, the Chargers. Man, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't know if we beat them, but we'll see what happens. But
right.
I think if there is one AFC West opponent that we do beat, it will be the Raiders. Yeah. I agree with you. If there is one team we win against, I think it will be the Raiders. Okay. Right. So Philly at home.
I gotta win. Close game, but win.
Listen, man, I hate to be this guy, but I'm gonna say loss. Loss. All right. Pittsburgh at home.
I can see it going either way. I'll go win though. I think they're gonna
win there. Okay. I'm going to say loss. So I hate being that guy, but I think that's going to be a rough stretch for Indy.
I just don't think the Steelers offense.
I hope they win by beating the Raiders. I really do believe that we can beat them, but I just think that stretch, those 3 games is one where I think the Colts could go on a slippery slope. I really do think so. But I hope not. But I just think that's a bad one. That's a couple really good teams there.
Yeah, I mean that week 9 to 13 stretch is definitely the most difficult part. But no, I just don't think the Steelers have that great of an offense. They have obviously Johnson. And
what do you mean, Cato, that they don't have a good defense? Are you kidding me?
I just think I don't know.
He has a top 5 defense in the league.
Right.
I mean.
Pittsburgh's defense is really good. I just think our defense can be able to.
Here's the thing. I agree with you that in more recent memory, I think that it's probably just been the fact that the Colts, when they've played the Steelers, they've had to face the likes of Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown, which have always destroyed our defenses. I do think I do agree that defensively, I think we can match up with these guys. I'm just, again, very concerned with how the way the Steelers always play defense, it concerns me a lot. And, I just think that you look back to that 2020 game, we should have won that game. And for some weird reason, the defense just collapsed, like for no prior reason at all. But I just think that I don't care if people say that I'm being weird about it. I'm just being real. So I'll take the loss there.
That's fair. I don't think Pittsburgh's offense is good enough to score enough.
I understand that.
That's
I
why
understand. And, maybe things change. It really does depend on who their quarterback's going to be and how their offensive situation's looking. I just think they're able to run the football. They're able to move some things around. I think it's just how it is. But
right. Maybe I just don't like Kenny Pickett.
yeah, it sounds like a lot of people don't like Kenny Pickett for some weird freaking reason. But with next game, we got Dallas and a Sunday night football game.
I got to win here.
I got to win as well. I think
game,
they go into Jerry World and win.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough game, but I think they get the win.
Yeah, I think they'll beat Dallas. I don't see a problem with that. All right, bye week 14. Then we go back to Minnesota. I'm taking the win on Minnesota because it's after the bye. What about you?
Me too. Say after the bye, should get the win here, especially if it's on Saturday.
And then facing the Chargers at home.
I got a loss.
Okay, I'll take the loss there as well. And then the final two games, I think it's because I already know what we're thinking here. Giants and Houston. What are you thinking?
Win for both.
Okay.
Like I said, if there's any...
I'm going to do the same thing here.
Like when Ohio State plays on January 1st against whoever in whatever bowl game Big Ten plays in, you don't have to worry about the Colts game too much.
I'll still probably be covering it, but
right. But you can have it on in the background.
But as it stands at the moment in time, I have the Colts finishing 10-7 and honestly, one of those games against the Raiders, I could see going 11-6. Right. So I'm kind of bouncing between 10-7 and 11-6. And as it stands for you, you're standing at 13-4 right now.
Yeah. Like I said, I think just with the schedule and with how good our team is, I see us going anywhere from 11 to 14 wins. I think that's how many wins we're going to get, that 11 to 14. It honestly depends with some of these teams that we're playing with, like some of the new additions they made. How's that going to affect them? Like with Jacksonville, they got Doug Peterson, good coach, added a lot to the Jacksonville offense. Can he turn it around for Jacksonville? Like, will he be good for Trevor Lawrence? That's a question. Like I said, New England, never easy to play in New England. It's Foxborough. Like I said, Pittsburgh is a toss-up just because their defense is really good. Chargers, there
was a guy that was trashing me because I said earlier in the week that the Colts might end up facing Jacksonville week 1 again. Yeah. And this dude was like, better check your reports there, Mr. Insider. And I'm like, dude, I said, if true, then we would be holding our breaths. Like I said, if true. I didn't say it was definitive. I just said if true. So right. I don't know what people want from me. People are going at that guy now, and it's hilarious.
Right. It's just
apparently the Patriots are scheduled to have 4 primetime games in a row from week 12 to 15. They face the Vikings on Thanksgiving. They face the Bills the next week, then face the Cardinals, and then face the Raiders.
All right. I mean, they're playing some good teams there, but 4 in a row?
4 in a row, homie.
That's too much.
I mean, really is. That's ridiculous.
I would love it. As a Colts fan, I'd love to have 4 primetime games in a row, but that's a lot.
Oh, man. Hold on a second.
Sorry, I'm friends with a Titans fan. He shared the Titans schedule, and I just respond a bunch of losses I see there.
I want to see I want to see their schedule. What is it?
I can read it off to you. So they open up against New York.
Okay, they'll win that one. Okay, so let me just do this here. Okay, so they win.
See, so you got the Giants first, which they should win.
They should win.
They got Buffalo. I got Buffalo smacking them. They got the Raiders. I got the Raiders winning.
Yep, Raiders win that one.
They got us. Got us winning.
They lose that one. They're
Then
gonna start the season 1-3.
they got Washington.
Okay, they're gonna win that one. If barely, I think they could win, but I think they'll pull one off. I think they will.
I think Washington beats them. And then they got a bye week pretty early.
Oh, they got a week 6 bye?
Yeah.
Wow. That is early.
Mhm.
See, now our bye week doesn't look so bad now after all, does it, Matt? When
No.
you compare it to the Titans.
So yeah, I mean, I definitely like it later than earlier. I like the sweet spot middle, but definitely
If you're
like
going to prefer it be either really early or really late, you prefer really late.
Yeah, late. So you can, that way it's
Okay.
not
What's
too bad.
after Washington?
Indy. Will win.
Okay. It's Indy. We got that one as a loss there.
I got it as a win for the Colts.
Oh yeah, that's right, because we did it for that
yeah,
one.
we split.
Okay, yeah, so you're right.
Then they play Houston. That's
Yeah, they'll win that one.
They play Kansas City. That's a loss.
That's a loss.
Denver. That's a loss. Green Bay. That's a loss. It's a pretty tough stretch they got. Cincinnati. That's a loss. Eagles. That's a loss.
I'll take them as a win on that one. I'll take that one as a win.
I'll say 50-50. I'll lean towards Philly win now, but we'll see how Jalen Hurts looks. Then they play Jacksonville. They should beat Jacksonville.
That's a win.
They play the Chargers. Chargers win.
That's a Chargers win.
Houston. They should beat Houston. The Cowboys. I'll go Cowboys here. And then Jacksonville.
I'm going to say they win that. I'm going to say they win that.
All right. And then they got
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. I think they lose to Jacksonville once. Because I think Jacksonville did just enough where they can split.
Yeah.
You just got to make sure you can stop Derrick Henry, which I think is possible.
Okay.
So that's it's not great.
That all of them?
Yeah, that's it. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have them going 9-8.
9-8. That sounds about right. I think 7 to 9 wins is probably where they'll land. He said, I don't like that week 6 bye. Nice response.
So Titans with a worse roster can beat the Eagles, but we can't. See, here's the funny thing is the fact that I find it truly hilarious how you can say that when, like, what happened with the Jets and the Titans last year? Did the Titans not have a better roster than the Jets? What happened? Like, you act like as if just because that team has a better roster, that guarantees that they win. I didn't say we couldn't beat Philly. But look, there are 1 or 2 games every year when a team is supposed to win and they just don't. It's the NFL. It's professional football. Any team can beat anyone. It doesn't matter whether they have the better roster or not. The Jaguars could beat us twice this year. They absolutely could. Will they? Probably not, but they could. I mean, it's just, it's idiotic to say, oh, we have a better roster than the Titans, but you say the Titans will beat them and we can't? Like, dude, there are games every single week that happen that you just can't seem to ever get around.
Right.
The Colts should have never lost last season to the Jags in the final game. There was never, the Colts were a 15.5-point favorite to win that game and they lost. It's just one of those things. It's the NFL. You can never know that.
Right. Yeah.
What up,
I mean, you're
Davis?
right. I mean, anybody can beat anybody, but yeah, I don't know. That's rough.
And who's to say, like, what if AJ Brown gets hurt? What if Jalen Hurts gets hurt? What if Jordan Davis and Darius Slay on the other side get hurt? You know, maybe that opens up a whole lot of different possibilities, you know?
And they're at Philly. I was hoping that would have been at Tennessee, that game.
Yeah. If it's in Philly, then I'm probably going to end up giving the nod to Philly just because, you know, being in Philly obviously helps them, but
right.
You know, the game plan for Tennessee is not going to change. It's always going to be Derrick Henry.
Yeah, and honestly, I
And
think
here's the
Derrick
thing.
Henry takes a step down.
I'm surprised at myself even giving them 9 wins. I'll be completely honest with you. I think that they probably could be under a demise this year.
Yeah.
You know, I'm being generous
preseason
giving
games
them
are
9
set,
wins.
So we got our preseason games set. So our first preseason game is Buffalo on August 13th at 4.
Yep.
The Lions August 20th at 1, and then Tampa Bay August 27th at 7:30.
Okay.
So I hope I'm not working those days.
I'll probably cover those games, you know. Probably
see.
be what happens. Hey, listen, I'm telling you what, the drama going around about Ryan Tannehill and everything right now, I really do think it's going to have a more compounding effect on the Titans than what people realize.
Okay, I'll be off work on those days because it'll be Saturdays, so we're good.
I think the Titans might be going for a demise, honestly.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to go downhill.
I think so too. I mean, I think Tannehill knows his time's almost up.
Yeah, and I mean, I think Derrick Henry is going to start to hit a decline. I think he's still going to be good for sure, but I do think that you'll see Derrick Henry start to decline, and he kind of did last year too before his injury because his yards per carry went down. So I think it's going to go down a little more. I still think he's going to be good. You need to, make sure you stop Derrick Henry, but yeah, it's going to be. It's not going to be. He's not going to be the same. But
second, got a tweet.
But yeah, preseason games again. Buffalo at 4 on the 13th of August. Detroit the following week at 1, and then Tampa Bay to finish off the preseason. But pretty interesting for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to see how it played out. I mean, I honestly really like the way the schedule is set up because I think that I think it's great at the fact that when do the Colts normally get hot, right? They usually get hot on the final 8 games of the year, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, here's the thing. I think that I think right at that time, that's when part of that main stretch gets to hit them, and hopefully it turns out to be that way.
Definitely.
Everybody keeps saying to watch the schedule reveal. Did we miss something?
No, I mean we watched the one earlier.
Yeah, it was the 113. Yeah, I mean we've seen it. It's only minute 13. I was thinking people kept talking about it like as if we were missing something. I'm like, nah, I think I see it.
Right. Definitely.
It was 2014 since the last time we won in Jacksonville, so it was 2014.
Yeah, that's fun. It's definitely a lot of fun.
I like the schedule, man. I honestly do. I really do like the schedule where we're matched up at right now.
Yeah.
If things keep going in the direction that they will, like they normally do every season, and then the Colts will be in good shape.
Right. Definitely. But yeah, you just can't slack around. You just gotta, treat every single opponent like they're, the best team in the NFL.
Do you see what the Chargers social media page is doing?
Yeah,
like they're taking a bunch of players from a bunch of different teams, and they're literally they're saying our 2022 opponents as Pop-Tarts.
Yeah,
so
I saw that.
I just show everybody this one. So you got Kyler Murray is the
The
mini
mini crisp.
crisps. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
As frosted pomegranate is Kyle Pitts. Dog chow as Nick Chubb. That's fitting. Corn on the cob with Russell Wilson. I don't really get that one. Why is that a corn on the cob thing?
I don't know.
I don't get that one. But barbecue ribs is oh my God. Do you get that one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you do. I don't want to explain it, so I'll let it go. Obviously, this one gets me. Jonathan Taylor, you get the Pop-Tart box. It's the value pack. There's 16 of these things in here, okay? You get a little extra in your package.
Yeah.
And the freaking Crocs, frosted Crocs. That's weird.
Ketchup.
Oh my God, with the freaking ketchup, bro. Oh my gosh.
I wonder if the
Full of nails. Oh my God. IKEA bag. Okay.
Yeah.
Aquarium gravel. Okay.
Fiber
one. Black coffee. Oh my gosh. Blueberry muffin. That's weird.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Oh, that explains that. I had to get it now. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
he's always being called corny. That makes sense. I got you now.
Oh goodness. But yeah, I like the schedule a lot. I like where, the more difficult teams are placed on the schedule. I'm glad that, they're not, all at the start of the year, all at the end of the season. So that's something I'm definitely happy with.
Mm-hmm.
But
love it, man. Love it. Love to see what we're doing here.
oh yeah. And I have a Texans fan. He it's in a group chat I'm in. He's like, look, I'm cautiously optimistic for maybe a plus 500 record this year. Hate to break it to you, but that's not happening.
Hey, 200 likes, y'all. Let's get it there. Come on. We only need 4 more.
So let's see. Where we at now?
Thank you to everybody who was subbed too. Greatly appreciate it. Oh, and he went to Wisconsin. He's corny.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
makes
true.
sense too.
I guess
a
that's
lot
true.
of people seem to forget that he went to Wisconsin.
Right. Yeah, because he went there, but where did he transfer out of? He transferred out of somewhere else because he didn't play much.
Wasn't it Nebraska?
Maybe. I don't know.
Hey, B-Train with a $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Going to my first Colts game in Dallas prime time. My whole family are Cowboys fans, so I hope we dominate them. Hey,
bigger game.
Well, thank you again for the $5 super chat. Greatly appreciate it. And on top of that, congratulations. Glad you're going to that game. That's going to be a fun one. And I hope for your sake that they dominate them too. So you have bragging rights.
Right. Yeah, NC State.
NC State. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. They're pretty much the same colors, right?
Pretty much. It was an easy transition for him.
Derek, everyone forgets we beat the Chiefs with Jacoby under center. Yes, I understand that that's what happened, but at the same time, you also have to remember that Patrick Mahomes was one hurt. He couldn't run anywhere. He could barely throw as is, and he didn't have 3 of his top 5 best receivers. And his offensive line was not as good then as it is now. So, and we ran the ball down their throats. That's all that we needed to do. Like that's it. I mean, this is a completely different Patrick Mahomes led Kansas City team than what it was back then. Even missing Tyreek Hill, they're still better than what they were at that moment in time.
Right.
And just because we did that once does not mean we'll do it again. Like, I love how people say 3 years ago we beat this team then too, but yeah, that was 3 years ago.
Nice.
Like, who cares? That's 3 years ago. That's not this year.
True.
There's a million different things that have changed.
Just hit 1.41K on YouTube.
Nice.
So thank you, everybody that subscribed.
Hey, I mean, how many subscribers is that over the last week? I mean, you've gotten like 100 plus now, right?
Maybe.
It's been about 100 since the end of the draft.
Yeah, I think so. About 100.
Last like week and a half, basically.
I think so.
Nice.
So,
bro.
yeah.
Nice.
Pretty happy
Love
with
it. Love to see that progress, man. Hey,
right.
if anyone is in here and hasn't subscribed to my guy Matt from Inside the Horseshoe podcast, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Please go and subscribe to him. We need to get him to 2,000 subs before the season starts. Okay?
That would be cool. That'd be tough.
My boy paid over here. Let's go.
Right. 2,000 for the season. Be a little tough, but hey, you know, that'd be amazing.
Another 600 subs. Do it.
Yeah. Well,
hey, I mean, Cody and I, when we hit 1,000 in March of 2020, we hit over 3,000 before the season started.
Jeez.
Because we were getting like 400 subs a month at that point.
That's
so
crazy.
I mean, like we were racking in the subs. Maybe a little higher than what yours is at the moment, but
yeah,
I mean, getting 400 new subs a month during 2020 is not something easy to do.
Right. But yeah, you guys subscribe.
Got to keep putting out the content, homie. Just content every day.
Oh yeah.
People will flood to a channel that has content.
True. I mean, look, people, if you're not subscribed, you're going to be missing out. There's R2 hanging out back there.
Yeah, we know the Star Wars fan that you are.
Yeah, I got my R2.
Oh yeah, and without spoiling anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
How was the Doctor Strange film?
I liked it a lot.
Liked it?
I thought about it a little more after I saw it. I was like, okay, maybe it's not as good as I thought it was, but it's a good movie.
Still was good.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Worth.
Adrian, 3 a.m. is getting close. I need to go to sleep. Thank you guys for the stream. Hey, appreciate you being in here, Adrian. I know I was picking fun at you earlier, but it's all right. We're all friends here. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to see it tomorrow with my friends. So I've heard some people say it's funny because I haven't heard anyone say it was bad, which is good. I haven't seen anyone say it was bad. Mm-hmm. I've just heard the majority of people say it was a pretty dang good film. So
yeah,
I got told it was like, you can't go into it with an expectation of knowing what you're getting into because it defies all things that you know.
Right. Yeah. It's a little different than what I was expecting, but yeah, there's a lot of people throwing out a bunch of stuff.
I heard it's pretty dark. Like it's got some messed up parts in it at times.
Yeah. I don't think it should have been rated R, like some people are saying, because there's some PG-13 movies that definitely push it a little more.
Yeah.
But there's, some things I was kind of surprised Disney let them do.
Okay. I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see what that entails.
Right. Yeah.
It's gonna be fun to watch. I can't wait to watch it. I'm going in there. My brother and I were supposed to go and see it together, but he went and saw it opening weekend without me, that little asshole. But nevertheless, I'm going to see it. And I've never been a fan of going and seeing Doctor Strange films. I can confidently sit here and say I've never seen a Doctor Strange film before this one. Because I've never been interested in watching Doctor Strange at all. Just like the Ant-Man films. I've never watched Ant-Man films.
Those are fun.
But like, I've wanted to see this one just because everyone keeps talking about just how good it is. So
Ant-Man's fun. Those are fun movies.
Yeah, they're corny fun movies. That's what it is.
They're comedies. Michael Pena, his friend in the movie, Ant-Man's friend, it's great in the movie. Second one's not as good, but they're both good movies. Ooh, nice.
If you got TJ Joe with a $5 super chat, thank you, sir. If you got the Colts at 10-7, why celebrate all the moves? They won't make the playoffs in 10-7. It's debatable. They'd be fringe there, but I think again, like I said, that's just my initial thoughts. I'll have to take a look at it again. This is just initial reaction of understanding where the schedule is. But like I said, I was 50-50 on probably like 2 or 3 games there.
Right.
So I could see a switch in 11-6, maybe 12-5. There's a possibility for that. It's just, again, it's way too early stuff. I'm not saying that I think the Colts, the ultimate problem that I had with the Colts was just in the fact that from the stretch of games 10 through 13, they were going to have some issues. Okay. So if they don't go on a 3-game losing streak during that time, then we'll make the playoffs. That's ultimately going to be the thing there. So what's the largest donation the channel's ever received? Well, I'm not going to give out total numbers. Don't want to brag or nothing, but there was a guy,
a $10,000 donation, no big deal.
there was a dude that I've not seen him since, and I don't know why, but in the first live stream I ever did in a live commentary game when we were facing Jacksonville in 2020, that week 1 game where we lost, we were doing a report on it afterwards on that same live stream. And this guy came in here and he dropped a $100 donation.
Nice.
And then dropped another $100 donation a few minutes later.
Jeez.
And then probably about a half hour later, drops a $200 donation, and then drops another $100 donation and leaves the stream.
Jeez.
$500 from this man.
Hey.
I haven't seen him since. I feel so terrible because I really wanted to give this man some merch, wanted to try to get him on. He was a really cool dude. Didn't have to do that, but I appreciated him. It's just like, damn, I wish I would have known where he went to, because I would have liked to have seen this guy. But
he went off to the next streams to donate $500.
So if somebody wants to top that, you just need to give a $250 donation.
Yeah,
that's how you become the all-time. Maybe I'll start like creating banners down here with top donos. Maybe I'll do that. I don't want to brag about it because I don't want to brag about getting donations. That's not why I do this.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
It is crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Was considering doing a pilgrimage from LA to Indy for the Chargers versus Colts for Christmas weekend. That might be tough. Yeah, that could be tough.
Yeah.
Well, I may not even go to the game because, like, I just don't know if I'd be able to with the holidays.
Right.
The problem I have too is the job that I think I'm going to be getting during that. It would require me to be around. It would require me to be around during the holidays because it works overtime during that. So can't wait to see y'all reach 100,000 subs. Best Colts podcasting YouTube channel. Justin, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so very much. Hey, 100,000 subs is a goal, man. That is a goal.
That's when you can
ever reach that point, but if we're fortunate enough to ever reach that point, then I can confidently sit here and say that is going to be a full-time thing for me at that point. I think doesn't Tom Grossi have that?
He has like 200 something, I think.
Yeah, I think he's got over 200K. I look up Tom Grossi, and the second thing I see is Tom Grossi Packers versus Colts. I love seeing that. He's got 316, bro. Damn.
Oh, wow.
Damn. He's grown a lot over this last year. I think I'm not joking when I say I think he's done over 80,000 subs this year alone. Like in the last 12 months. I don't think that's an exaggeration. Tom Grossi is a great dude. I was so fortunate to have him. I'm so glad that I think that I'm amazed that he even asked or even was okay with coming on, because even at that time he had over 100,000 subs. Like his channel was dwarfs mine. So like I was like, this guy, what's this guy doing talking with us? But Grossi's a sick dude.
Seems like a good guy. But yeah, if you hit 100,000 subscribers, that's at the point where you might be able to do it as like a full-time job. So it's usually around the point where people will do YouTube as
And I want to
full-time.
get that
that plaque.
I want to get that diamond play button. Or is that $1 million?
Diamond is might be even 10 million. I think $1 million might be gold. If I'm not mistaken.
Hey, Lawrence Owen, my guy is in here.
What's up, Lawrence?
What's good, Lawrence?
But,
oh man, hey Lawrence, let me know what your record is, man. You were telling me your record last year during this, so I need to hear yours.
Yeah,
we need black jerseys. I agree.
That'd be awesome. Be great. Where are those primetime games? Say Blue put out something for the schedule too. It's pretty funny.
I think those black jerseys would be freaking dope.
Oh yeah.
I'm still absorbing the schedule. He takes his time with these.
Oh yeah. So I don't blame
And if
him.
there's one person I normally trust when it comes to understanding the Colts and their schedule, it is definitely Lawrence Owen.
Yeah.
Or multiple times last season when he called what was going to happen with the Colts. He called it when they were going to start getting hot, and they literally got hot right at that time. So,
right.
What's up, Derek Stevenson? What's up? I see a lot of Derek's that are fans of this podcast.
Right.
I got to be honest, it's a little weird.
Derek's
seeing all these Derek flock coming out of the woodworks.
It's like, when it's about to be winter and you have all the birds flying in the air, it's all the Derek's flying over here.
How would you guys feel if Wentz actually has a good year with Washington? Well, I don't have any ill will against Carson Wentz. I want him to succeed. If anything, I do want him to succeed. But
I like Wentz.
Yeah, I think he's a good person and a great quarterback. I just obviously didn't work here.
Right. And the only thing that would annoy
Alex
me.
Knight with a $20 super chat. Thank you, sir.
Awesome.
Thank you for all that you do. Hey, thank you for being a loyal listener, man. Thank you so very much. That is very nice of you. I just want to have fun this season. No screaming at the TV.
Right.
What's the point of having fun if you can't scream at the TV? Right. That's the whole point. You're supposed to scream at your TV, not just when you're mad, but when you're happy too. That's what I do.
Right. Now, but the only thing that would be annoying if Washington does well and Wentz plays really well is Washington fans will go crazy. Be like, see, it was your guys' problem. You were the problem, not Wentz.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's the only thing.
Gonna exactly be what happens.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd be cool.
I'd be plenty of screaming either way. Lawrence, you are absolutely right.
Right.
Absolutely right.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I like the schedule. It's fun.
Oh man, we've been going for about 2 hours here, my guy.
I know.
Breaking everything down. So much is happening.
Right. I gotta hop off soon because I gotta get ready for work.
Oh yeah, you in your third shift life. Forgot about that.
See, part of me likes
single game tickets go on sale at 11 a.m. Everybody.
Yep.
So anyone that's still on the stream, just know you can start buying single game tickets starting tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Yep. I'll be asleep at that time, but
I will be in the middle of work.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Oh, you guys see that McAfee stream went offline because of fire next door? Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I did see that.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. He said that he thinks everybody was okay though, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. So that's good. But yeah, it's a couple games I'm going to go to, probably. At least one. I'm going to go to the Washington game, but I'm going to try to go to at least one more. So I usually
Yeah,
take
I'll
a friend.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see what games I can go to.
Right.
I just don't know. I just really don't know. It depends on where I'm living. That's ultimately what's going to happen.
True.
And I don't know if you've heard or have seen a lot of the talks, but apparently the Colts are like invested in getting in Julio Jones. From what I've
Yeah.
been seeing several times. I've seen it from a lot of reliable people that
Mhm.
they are looking to get it. And Lawrence, yes, you are correct. 2 home Monday Night Football games. Yep. It's going to be Pittsburgh and the Chargers.
Right.
B-Train with another
Nice.
$5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Spotify and YouTube are sort of similar. Once I hit 100,000 monthlies on Spotify, I was able to do music full time. Y'all will give it this channel so fun. Hey, B-Train, I appreciate that, man. I certainly hope so. I certainly hope we can keep doing this, and hopefully each year we can keep building this channel the way we are, and then hopefully it keeps compounding on itself.
Right.
I mean, you know, it's not like there's 300,000 plus Packers fans out there that all find Tom Grossi, right? He appeals to every fan base because he does all NFL content along with Packers content.
Right. And I thought about doing that too. Doing
I
content.
think Cody and I might start branching out to do that at some point.
Yeah, but like maybe do like shorts or whatever. You know, instead of like having it be the main, you know, like a main video. So
unless it's like a big story.
Yeah. So like if it's I don't know, Justin Herbert traded to
if it's like a big
the
trade or like a big injury, or if it's like a big coaching change, or if there's like something like that, or somebody gets arrested, like what we saw with Jerry Jeudy today, or something like that, right? But if it's just like something small, then you can just like make it into a short.
True.
You could do about 5 or 6 different shorts in a day and get like a couple thousand views doing that.
True. So I might do something like that.
One big thing, Jackson Titans won't have a late season effect on Indy. Done with them both after week 7.
Which is good.
Yes. His reaction videos are amazing. Yeah, his reaction videos are pretty funny. Yeah. I'll be honest, and I don't care if Tom sees this. I a lot of times will react to the video he made of reacting to the Packers Colts game from 2 years ago. I still rewatch that sometimes. Like there's 8,000 people in here. Maybe you want to maybe you guys want to send some money, you know, maybe send me some death threats. I don't know. He was so mad. He was threatening to throw himself into the bathtub with the toaster.
That's great.
Like, it's funny when he does it to himself. Okay. He's not telling anyone else to do that. He's making fun of himself being in pain. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, heck, I might branch out to another platform. I might upload Colts content on TikTok.
You definitely should. I mean, that's something Cody and I have been saying we wanted to do for a while, but we just don't do it.
I just don't have the work ethic to do it. So
I know Cody and I have the work ethic to do it. We just haven't done it. We just haven't actually gotten into it.
Look, if I didn't record and upload like 3 videos on YouTube, I would not be on here right now. I would have done the one and be like, okay, that was enough. Should I make a video? I could do that, or I could play video games, play Madden for a bit.
I don't have time for video games nowadays, man. This is what I do. This is my life outside of work. This is it.
Yeah, I do. I mean, obviously, I put a lot of work into
Derek and Matt YouTube. Doing new Colts dances on the TikTok.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Listen, if you want to make TikToks, brother, if you want to make TikToks and you want to use me for any of that, you feel free to let me know.
All right. Well, look, if we got Juju,
my content or have me create you some content. I don't care either way, but I'll let you know.
Right. Look, if we got Juju on this team, do some dances with him on the 50-yard line.
Well, thank God. I mean, I think Patrick Mahomes is regretting being in Kansas City at this point because
they got the
he has to
dynamic duo
deal
now.
with that.
They got TikTok's dynamic duo of him and Jackson Mahomes.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Oh,
Not looking forward to that being a thing. I'm really not.
No. Well, luckily, the only things I get on my For You page is sports-related videos and like movie-related videos. That's it. I've been on there long enough to where all the dance stuff that's gone. I haven't seen a Jackson Mahomes.
Yeah, their
video
algorithms finally figured it out.
Yeah, they did it for me. They helped me out. I haven't seen Jackson Mahomes on there in a long time. I think Juju's popped up once, but that's it. Michael Pittman, if he uploads anything, Jonathan Taylor, I see that, but I don't know. TikTok, I prefer YouTube as a place to put content up, but TikTok's a big platform now. You can get like, there's people that are.
The only way I do dance is if I get some Colts cheerleaders to do it with me. Oh shit! I gotta call Matt Conti. That'd be funny, bro. That'd be funny, bro. Listen, I'm trying to get some Colts players to sign some jerseys for us when we we finally figure out the numbers. When we start doing our jersey giveaways, I'm gonna message Conti and ask if we can potentially get some of these players to sign the jerseys.
Right.
I think that'd be dope to be able to give away some jerseys that are signed by some of these players.
Especially if you get like a Gilmore jersey.
Yeah, totally.
That's.
I mean, we know Gilmore's. I think Gilmore's going to be the next jersey that we give away because we already know. Right. You guys.
I'm the hot co-host.
Need a hot co-host. Well, you know, it's funny. I don't know if this was Rick that said this as well yesterday, but somebody said like I need to get a very attractive like female co-host to hop on the show with us.
Right. I mean, look, it's
I don't even like he said, yeah, bring in like a Joy Taylor type. Like, look, listen, I just would love to be able to talk to women in general about sports. You know, I just don't feel like I ever get much of a chance to do that anymore. You know, I've tried to go out of my way to like do that.
Put a wig on Cody. That's what Lauren says.
Put a wig on Cody. Well, you know what? Maybe he can bring his girl on the stream sometime. You know, she is he's nice. If that's what he's telling me. I mean, from what it sounds like, he's already told me that he's stealing the Pittsburgh Steelers tickets so that way he can take her to that game because she's apparently a Steelers fan, which is the only red flag about her is what he tells me.
Gotta change her. Yeah, no, I'm the only single bachelor guy that's on the channel.
Actually, that's not true.
Wait, now you're single too.
I'm not. Okay. I'm single as well. Look, hoping at some point I can change that very soon, but you know, it's I can only dream.
Right. No, I've been single for quite a while.
Women who love sports are hard to find. I don't even really think that's true. I think there's a lot of women that love sports. Yeah. Just how many of them are like willing to put themselves out there? You know, I mean, I think unfortunately, a ton of guys say that they want a woman that knows sports, but yet like will just blow them off because they think they know more. Like, even if you did, who the freak cares?
Right.
But either way, like, I mean, even if I think just even if you couldn't find a woman that actually knows sports, finding somebody that's willing to learn, you know, being able to teach somebody about sports would be fun.
Yeah, because then you can have like that journey to like they're learning football as they go along.
Teach her something, you know, it's something how it works. S'mores indoors, one of the newest members. Not being single is overrated. I don't know about that.
Right.
I don't know. It's weird for me. I'm at that stage where it's like, you know, I don't have to be in a relationship, obviously, but like, you know, I kind of want to be in one at this point. Feels like I haven't had a real true relationship with somebody in a while, you know.
I just like money. So.
True that. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
Right. But I do have to hop off.
All right. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done with the schedule talk today. But you guys let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section about this schedule and what's going on. So let us know your thoughts on the schedule for the Colts and everything. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let us know your thoughts. But thank you guys so much for tuning in today. And as always, guys, go Colts.